Leap Pound Grader.
What it do? This your host, Big Worm on Cityspeaks podcast. Yo, what it do? This your host, Big Worm from Cityspeaks podcast, and right now we chopping up with Mulahni.
What's good?
What's good? How you doing?
I'm good. Thank you for having me today.
Oh, thank you for being a part of my show. Just introduce yourself to the people a little bit. Just a little introduction.
All right, my name is Mulahni. I am a female rapper, entrepreneur in Tampa, Florida. I am from Tampa, Florida, born and raised. And yeah. I'm a youngin', just grinding. So yeah.
Gotcha. You just dropped the tape. BIGG Mu.
Right.
2 G's.
Yeah.
2 G's.
Yes.
How's the feedback been on it?
Pretty good. I got a lot of streams, especially Spotify. It's a different type of, mixtape. I feel like normally I'm more versatile, but this one was more just like something to, give the people, and I was just snapping more so on this one.
You went in on it.
Yeah.
Coochie, all that. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
she going hard. What was the process of making this tape? Like what producers you sat down with? Do you write your music? How was that?
I wrote a lot of songs just in the car,
That's what you
chilling.
write best at?
Yeah,
Okay.
just out the blue. Who I worked with on this one, Nate Boy was one of my producers. He made the beat for Uchi Coochie and Retarded. So shout out to Nate Boy.
Like an anthem song, like
Yeah.
a stadium sound, yeah.
Yeah, it's dope. I love that one.
I like that beat.
The rest, unfortunately, I was just putting something out there, so I got the stuff off YouTube. So I ain't really worked with too many people. But engineers, shout out to Armani Sounds. That's who engineered my project.
Okay. Why no features? Why you ain't do no features on this tape?
I ain't really care for it.
No? You ain't even like seek out a feature?
Mm-mm.
Oh wow, you just went.
But it was only 5 songs, so I was just like, I want to just put out there my music, my talent.
What these songs like? Did you come up with the thought process like I'm finna just drop a tape, or these were like already? Were these songs already made for you to drop the tape, or you were just like I'm finna just put out a tape?
I was like, I'm just gonna put out a tape because I already had the songs in the vault, so I just it was Uchi Coochie and Retarded that I had to go and record, but the rest I already had.
When I seen you BWA, I thought you was with Kevin Gates. I'm like, let me see what she talking about on this one. What you got? You say your team, your engineer Armani Sounds.
At Big Stream Studios.
Yes, I know what that is. Do you have like is that your set producer? Like, do you have a team when you record or
Not really.
just you?
That's my set producer now. Yeah.
Set producer. That's hard. I know you part of the Tapin. I don't know what part you play. What part do you play in the Tapin event?
I don't really know. I just
Like I know when I go to the page, I be like curator, and then got your name. I'm like, I don't know
it's
what that
like
is.
I'm locked in with them, so I'm like a part of each event. You know what I'm saying? Regardless. But shout out to Maya Bougie. That's really like she the main person on that event. Her and her team.
Shout out
so
to Maya.
yes, that's my dog. So
What is the tap? What is Tapin?
it's pretty much a event that happens every month. So it's just pretty much to get more newer artists involved. From Tampa, Florida. It can be other places that people from, but it's mainly we trying to look out for artists in Tampa, Florida, entrepreneurs, clothing designers. Just putting them on, showing support, because without that, like a lot of events in Tampa don't really reach out to
Upcoming artists,
locals.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you ain't really big, then nobody really care to.
Unless you finna pay to get on the show or something like that. I went to the last one y'all just had. Were y'all expecting that turnout? Cause I wasn't. When I seen anyone new at the park, I was like, what the fuck way about that?
Well, I knew what time it was because she already had told me, like, we got a lot of flyers, a lot of hosts. So I knew what time it was. But when I went, I didn't know it was going to be so many people. Like, where I was sitting at on the stairway, it wasn't no way to just...
I stood by the door. I was like, let me just stay right
I
here.
think I did see you.
I played the cut. Because I was blowed. I thought it was like, how it was explained to me. we can get the mix network. I forgot that y'all let artists perform. The vendors, I forgot about all that. I'm thinking I'm finna just go meet the Tapin people. But this was like a little show.
Yeah.
It was a show.
It was a show for
Yeah, it was a
everybody.
show for sure.
That's why I like it.
What's the goal for Tapin from your point of view? What's the goal?
My point of view, I would say, is to elevate. It's to elevate the whole movement and turn it into, like, right now it's like, okay, artists is performing, come and show their craft. Next, I feel like it'll be more like, we'll start seeing who really serious, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if they gonna start doing, contests and stuff, but that could be something that, it could grow into. But I think it's gonna grow into something major, especially at bigger venues, actual clubs.
Well, if we get any bigger than that, y'all gotta move.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna have to move.
And a lot of more artists came this time because, from our previous events, people saw how the turnout was and saw the support, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's another thing I like about it. Everybody, like, support each other, you know what I'm saying, that do perform and stuff, so.
I'm gonna have to get the whole Tapin team here. Any artist that's trying to get on, just let them know how they can, like, tap in with y'all, basically. How could y'all, know what I'm saying? Tell them how can they reach out to get y'all to get on the show.
Pretty much just DM me at Mulahni, Mulahni, or DM Maya Bougie. That's really all you got to do. That's really it.
That's a good little artist need to tap in with that.
Yeah.
I see you just started the BIGG Mu reviews. What made you want to start that? What made you want to start a review channel?
I was really like, I love to support people, so I've been wanting to do that. I was just bored, and I actually had time to, like, play with iMovie and stuff, but I just wanted to show support to artists and stuff like that. Like, right now, yeah, I say, okay, it's a fee for this and that, but I really don't really be pressed for all that. Like, I'm really trying to just support people. So if anybody want a BIGG Mu review or whatever, meaning all that entails is, I listen to your music or watch your video. You know how they do it on YouTube, and just post it.
Do you listen to it before you react to it?
Most of the time I know who it is, because they got my attention, so I know the song and stuff like that.
So you wouldn't, like, say you get somebody to sing your song and it's trash, would you review it?
Maybe. It depends.
I be looking at the review channel, I be like, man, that is it up, boy. And they give them like, yeah, this straight right here. I'm like, that is not straight. You need to let them people know.
I'll be honest, in a nice way, you feel me? Like, you could work on this. So I don't know though. How would you feel if you was an artist and somebody
That's what I'm saying. I might just send it back.
Like, I'm a little booked up.
I'm a little under the weather. I can't get to this one to see your money back. You can have all that back, bro. I don't know. I'm gonna send it back.
I don't know. I don't know what I do. I probably just try to keep it real.
I'm like, yeah, man. I'm gonna just send this back. I'm a little under the weather today, bro. My bad. I was scrolling through your Instagram. You were with Bolo. What's that relationship?
Yeah, that's my fam right there. That's my fam.
Yeah, legend. That's a legend in the music industry.
Yeah, I know. It's so crazy when he first reached out to me, I didn't know who. I always heard Bolo, like, on the songs and stuff, but I never knew who he was. Like, I never met him. So once I found out, it was a big deal to everybody else. I'm like, oh shit, who this is? I didn't really know. So, but he definitely, that's my fan right there. That's like my music pops.
How y'all got connected?
This is 2021, like 2019, 2018, he reached out to me. He wanted to work with me. And that's what happened.
That's hard.
Yeah, and we made an EP, my first EP, The New Girl Mu. And that one way more versatile. We worked on that. I did a few tracks in Atlanta with him. So right now.
So he really took you on his wing. It wasn't like no, like how you be seeing the game, talk about I can get you on the mixtape.
Yeah, or contracts, right? I ain't had to do none of that.
Love.
Yeah.
That's hard. That's hard. Yeah. I kept scrolling. I see a Duval on there too. Now we getting a Duval feature. What?
I hope so. I hope so. That'd be major, yeah. But it's crazy when we made that song. After that is when COVID came, so it kind of just everything was on pause. So we ain't
couldn't really push it either. Yeah.
So
COVID fuck up a lot.
Maybe.
You being a female artist in Tampa, how do you feel about the love female artists get here? Because if I talk to somebody that know a little bit about Tampa and I talk female, they bring up Priceless off real. Everybody know Priceless. How do you feel like the love you get from Tampa and artists for female artists?
I feel like now it's taking off. Like, I don't know if I can put it this way. You know how at first, before all these females in a major industry it was just Nicki. Like right now, everybody is like they overpowering all that because it's just more females. So I feel like we getting a lot of recognition now. It could still be better though, because like you said, when people ask, it's only one person. When it's really like a lot of other people, you know what I'm saying? It's a bunch.
It's a bunch of y'all. You think that's what changed? Like, cause I think all I can remember is like Nicki was only getting compared to like Lil Kim, the Eves of the world. Do you think just more female artists started coming out, and that's what changed for there to be more female presence in hip hop?
You mean like
in the major, not
in a major?
in the
Okay.
major. Yeah.
Well, what you mean like?
Like what changed from Nicki was just the only female artist to now we got Cardi, Megan, City Girls. I rock with Mulatto. Like,
Yeah,
I rock with Mulatto. What you think? What you think changed?
What changed is Nicki just did enough. She did so much, like, you know what I'm saying? She influenced a lot of people, and then like that's why we got all the dolls.
There's so many dolls.
Dolls.
Jesus Christ.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like, but she made a path for more females to come up and actually be successful in it, you know. And I think that's what's going on, because we got a lot of females right now in a major industry that's taking off. Wow. And Nicki got a whole family right now. You know, she done did enough.
Right now. Yeah, she chilling.
Yeah.
I would say it felt like dudes in rap went to like harmonizing, singing, and but girls came out snapping.
Yeah.
Y'all went back straight bars. Like, I'm like, damn, y'all really switched roles.
We did, and I think they need to keep doing that, because a lot of males, yeah, they sounding the same right now.
It's a lot of humming.
It's a lot of humming, singing, but females, yeah, they snapping. I mean, some females snap, freaky snap, you know, hood snap, you know, just versatile, but all in all, I think female is going in. Yeah.
I like the female rap in the game right now. So we'll go back to the what the coach is for females in the rap game. Who are some artists we should look at in Tampa?
Oh, Tampa.
Besides you,
Besides myself,
we know Big Mu in the building.
Besides me, I gotta say shout out to my Bougie. That's my dog.
I was just listening to that talk.
Yes,
I was just listening to that.
Tria G, K Roof. It's so many right now. I don't know. Damn. Who can you think of?
I like Pyro.
Pyro.
I like the song you reviewed too. Remy Allure, I want to say her name, maybe. What's the name?
But the girl, no, that was the videographer. The girl was Tria G.
Okay, I liked that song. When you reviewed that, I didn't know what she was. When you reviewed it, I was like, she's snapping. Pyro right now, I'm listening. I've been fucking with Pyro kind of heavy. Pyro, Priceless, of course. I ain't gonna lie, Tapin did help me with a lot of artists that I didn't know about. That Empower.
Oh my God, Empower. How I ain't say Empower?
It was different, but it was jamming at the same time. She
bring that energy.
She went to rocking that Empower. I'm rocking with them right now.
Yeah, and she really liked that. Like, I've been knowing her for a long time.
Yeah,
that's her
personality.
personality.
Me a high five, and she was so happy. I was like, keep rocking.
Yeah, you got to get her on here.
Rocking.
She funny.
Definitely.
She funny.
What role you think you play in the music scene in Tampa?
Well, I definitely know I played a big influence role, especially when I was way more active and able to move around more. I definitely influenced a lot of people. And, you know, from just showing how to really hustle and get your music out there. Like, I really was at every event that there could be, you know, reaching out to every DJ, sending that, like, but that was when it wasn't so many females, you know what I'm saying? So now that there's so many females, you know, I feel like, yeah, I influenced, but I've been told that from certain female artists, you know, so I don't say names because it sounds like, yeah, but, you know, it's definitely a respect thing with me, with a lot of females out here.
That's hard. Does the female rappers in Tampa, do y'all network and mix well? Because I know when I talk to dudes that rap, it's always like, not a beef, but I don't mess with them. But is that different for females?
No, it ain't different. Because it'd be like females have way more ego than males too, though. Because like everybody want to be the baddest, or it just be too much. Like the ones you see probably at Tapin, you can tell those are the ones who more so link up with females. You know, I'm cool with everybody, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it come together a little bit, but it still be a little bit of salt.
Yeah, so
It
I was
still be a
listening
little
to
salt.
Mulahni. She was talking about, I want to say
Mulatto, you said
Mulatto.
Mulati.
My bad. Mulatto. She was talking about Rini Rucci, and it was crazy. I thought they were the same people. That's the crazy part.
They do
Like,
favor.
they light skin, thick as hell. So I thought they were the same people. And she was like, you know, the it really don't be a problem with female artists. They just let the fans kind of like run it until now, like, okay, now we gotta speak on this. That kind of how it is. Like,
Yeah, yeah. I was in a similar situation like that in Tampa, so yeah,
yeah,
it definitely happens.
we can speak on that. Let it go. We can let
Let
it
it
go.
go.
We'll let it go. We'll let it go. We'll
Let
let it
it
go.
go. I don't need nobody feeling no way,
What's
man.
who's some of your female in the majors or even here? Who's some like female rappers you think you like not patting your style out there, but it kind of like you favorite it out there, or even nothing. Kill it.
In Tampa?
No, I'm saying like major.
Oh,
I said if it's Tampa, let us know.
oh.
But if it's major, like people you like rock with
I would say
or influence you to even want to rap.
when it comes to that, I mean, I can say I listened to. I don't really know. Like Nicki influenced everybody, of course, because you can see a female can really do this. Other than that, females no, but Outkast definitely had an influence on me. I
Yeah.
always listened to them when I was growing up.
Dang, I wasn't expecting that. I fuck
Yeah,
with
and like
Outkast hard.
different people. Who else I had? It's like that question I always get asked, and I have it ready. Then when I get asked, I'll be like, damn, who else? But Outkast, the reason being because they so versatile. They
Super
just,
versatile. Super versatile.
yeah, I like their weird songs. Like the whole world, the whole world.
I know the song. You like all they weird songs?
They weird ones, yeah, the ones.
Not the radio hits. You like
I
the
like
weird,
them too. I'm
but
saying,
radio,
but
but the weird songs.
I
You
listen to stuff. People will probably look at me like, oh,
gotcha.
yeah,
So you need. I mean, you want Andre 3000 to come back out?
yeah, that'd
Wait,
be
would he
dope.
still? You think? You think we'll appreciate him though? Like people this time?
No,
I get.
people
I
will
get.
chew him before they appreciate him.
I think so. I get in an argument. I got younger siblings. I get in an argument all the time about. I'm like, how you not listening to these people? They're like, I don't want to hear that shit. I'm like, Andre, you don't I'm
Yeah,
like, you don't want to hear Andre come back out, but
cause
that's probably a smart thing for him not to come back out.
yeah, don't like once you are categorized as a legend, I feel like you can chill. Like you know what I'm saying. You don't have to, cause after you gotta understand it's different generations coming, and you know right now the TikTok era,
Crazy.
we can't hear Andre. I don't hear it. Like TikTok and the kids, they just and be a young boy. You know what I'm saying? It's so different now. It ain't the
They're
same.
outcasting. They're
Yeah.
outcasting. He just need to stay where you at playing his flute. We respect you. We respect you. Now, I seen your last video. You had like a little bump, little baby bump. What's going on? What's going on? How's the feeling of being like, damn, you finna be a new mother?
It's great. It's great, but then it's a little, nervous. It's like nervous because it's something I ain't never did. This is my first child, so I ain't never experienced being a mother. But I feel like it's definitely influencing my drive and my plans for after I have my baby. I gotta go in, you
Go
know what I'm
even
saying?
harder.
Yeah.
Go even
Yeah.
harder. You know,
So I'm
like
excited.
this year or last year, the world kind of like totally changed. Like COVID took everything. I feel like the racial pressure went. What's some things you think you would install in your child for them to like be prepared for this world?
Definitely off rip being a young black male, I gotta instill in him the knowledge that a lot of black males ain't received, growing up. Just as far as, you ain't gotta be street, but you gotta just know the streets, you know what I'm saying? You gotta know things like that. You gotta be aware of knowledge, always pay attention to who you're around. Definitely finances, cause you can't lack in that area. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta tighten up. Anything that I definitely would instill in him is just whatever you want to do, you can do it. But that's why I gotta grind so hard so I can be that mother that whatever he want to do, I can be like, okay. I don't gotta be like, oh, I gotta see, we gonna have to, you know what I'm saying? I want to really be able to say, let's go with everything he want to do.
That's hard. If he want to rap, you behind him.
Yeah, if the rap generation different from now, yeah. But right now it's dangerous to be a rapper.
Yeah, it's probably the top five
I'm gonna be like
dangerous
you.
job. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to. Okay, you can play piano. Learn different things so he don't be like on that drill stuff. That's out. That's
Tell him to
out
be
the
a
window.
producer. Producers be safe,
Yeah.
man. They be safe and they get all the money. Uh,
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
would you let him hear the like? I grew up like right now. I probably listen to R&B more than anything, but that's because that's what my mother listened to, and
Right.
my dad was telling me like, "Oh, you think he just singing, but he really talking about whatever the fuck they were talking about in the back." Would you let him hear those songs you grew up on? Like, would you introduce
Like,
Andre to him? Yeah.
yeah. Andre, R&B, different genres because I listen to different genres anyway outside of rap. Right now I play sometimes like jazz on my stomach and stuff like that. I want him to get in tune with music, period, because I'm in that field regardless. So just get in tune with just different sounds. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I would. I don't feel like it's nothing wrong with it.
When I was crazy, and I kind of like telling my parents about it. My little sister, she can articulate way better than me, right? And I used to like, damn, what y'all used to do to her that y'all ain't do to me? And they used to love her listen to jazz and Mozart. I'm like, damn, why I ain't get that treatment?
What you was
Well, I was like, why I ain't get that treatment? Why y'all? My daddy told me I was telling you about Too Short. Like, nah, man, I wanted to articulate
But
too.
you say that was your sister.
And my sister can
That's
like
why I feel like that's the thing. Sometimes we raise our males
look
different,
different.
but we raise the daughters to be like just school honor roll. You know what I'm saying? Just polite, just all these different things. And with the males, it's more like you got to be tough. You can be
Why you
tough,
think
but
it?
you
I'm
ain't
glad
got.
you brought that up. Why you think that is? 'Cause I was listening to a podcast and the dude told me he got twins, right? A boy and a girl. And he said if they both fall down, he gonna run to his daughter first. 'Cause he gonna tell the son like be tough. Why you think that is?
Because that's how our ancestors were raised. And before that, and before that, and before that, they ain't had no parents like that. We
Yeah.
weren't together, you know what I'm saying? So our culture, we just never really been all the way together. But I feel like when it comes to males and we raise them that way is because in this world, you kind
Gotta
of,
be tough.
you
Gotta be
gotta,
stand. Okay.
you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You'll fear just everything when it comes to being a black male sometimes. You just fear certain things. And it's harder for us most of you black men, not raised with a silver spoon, you know what I'm saying? Like, you are born into a rich family, you know what I'm saying? We don't be having that. So it's like everybody's so used to the streets, they want to prepare their son to be just in case this and that, and you forget to show them that love, you know what I'm saying, that they gotta have, because a lot of men lack love, and it shows in life, period. Like, it shows, because sometimes you don't really love yourself like that as a young male because you just used to being so tough. And that's, I don't know, I just think that's horrible. But we got to start with our
I
kids,
feel
you
yeah,
know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Start with your kids. So how do you feel about it's always a topic of it's crazy. I like this conversation.
Yeah,
It's
me
always
too.
a topic of like black women don't ever. They say they don't feel protected, or let's just go with protected from black men. Why do you think that is? I got an answer, but I want to hear your answer first.
Well, first off, that's a whole Instagram thing. I feel like that's a media thing that they just kind of created, like black men don't care for black women. Really, what it is black women don't care for black women enough. I think that's that. I got deep, right?
Black women don't care. Okay.
No, but I think that we are raised sometimes to look for that love in a black male so much that we start to lose ourselves, or we just look for that love in a black male so much when it ain't shown, it seem like we're not protected or something, or some women say that because a black male choose to go with a Puerto Rican or a white woman, so they feel like, oh, y'all don't care about us. And I feel like, that'd be a little too deep, because it's some black women who choose other races. Like, it's not that they don't protect us. You just got to find a man that protects you. Like, I mean, I don't know.
Do you feel
You
like
gotta
black men value black women?
not enough.
I don't know. What can be changed?
I feel like what can be changed is realizing what black women go through already. You know what I'm saying? Things not as easy because we weren't raised with a silver spoon either. So it's like I think black men be so stuck in like, oh, well, I didn't have this, and they forget, okay, the woman probably didn't either, you know what I'm saying? But we got to be so strong, and we've been strong since the beginning of times, you know what I'm saying? Back then, even the queen, I believe, from what I feel like I learned, the queen was more superior than the man anyway, you know. But now
that's the strongest piece on the chessboard. So, yeah,
but now it seems like we inferior or to men because you got to think about the music they put out, what they raising our kids on to think, you know what I'm saying? Like, women is hoes, bitches, all this, you know what I'm saying? And it's very bad, but that's what the media creates. And it creates that narrative for a reason because they got to keep this cycle going. You know, black males not being in a family life. The family never lasting. But on the other people's side, they always got a family. Regardless of how bad, you know, but they always just make sure their kids come first. They want their child to see you can have a healthy family. But our culture be more so like, well, it ain't working, so take care of your baby. We gonna do, you know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of stuff like that plays a part. So
you know what's crazy? Two things is crazy. First thing, I remember I was telling my girl, I'm like, we had kids, and then we break up. I'm taking my kids with me. She like, why would you take my kid? I'm like, they my kids too. She like, that's not how it go. I'm like, I'm taking my kids with me, bro. Like, I'm not finna just let you. Then I be like talked bad about it. No, let them talk bad about you. We need a win, fellas.
Y'all
We
do
need a win. So I'm gonna take my kids with me. And the second thing, I hate the comment because I'm raised. My mother, my dad, he went in when I was like 14. So I basically became the man of the house at like 15. I got two little sisters, and then my girl. So I like kind of like it's just me around women. So I hate when I hear people like black men don't protect and like value. And I'm like, I went home and asked them. I'm like, do y'all? They're like, yeah. I'm like, this come. They hate when I come to them. Like, all right, where that come from? I'm like, I do want to make sure. And then they kind of like broke it down to me. They're like, man, black men crazy. And I'm like.
What?
They say black men crazy. They brought up the situation. I don't know if you seen it. Lady got off work, went to the grocery store or the liquor store and bought. And the man asked like, "I can buy the wine for you," and she like, "No, it's all right." And then they attacked her, and she was like, "Just give them like them type of scenarios, kind of like, you know, want us to stay away from y'all." And I'm like, damn. So I started looking, black man. It was kind of off now, cause I don't understand why they bit that lady eye.
Wait,
I do not.
bit who eye? What?
You ain't see. So this black lady, she a nurse, I believe. She got off work. She went to go get some wine. The man, dude walked in there like, "Oh, I pay you not. You stepping down. I pay for your wine." She said, "No, thank you. No, ain't rude or nothing." Walked outside, like 5-6 men jumped her, bit her eye, all cause. So like that type of stuff is like, damn, that's fucked up, cause them type of people just need to die. Like that's not all black men. Like you just need to lock them up. But she say that type of stuff is just kind of like put them in
a category.
yeah. And it's like we put all y'all together, and I'm like, damn.
A narrative, but that's what I was saying. Like everything is done to create this narrative. Because from what you just told me, either way, if she let him buy that wine, either way, it seemed like she was gonna get.
Either way, it was like something.
Tossed up. It was a setup.
Maybe,
So,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? But either way, like I get what you saying. It's like it still created a narrative, like a black male and a black. You know, it's like once they say that, you don't really hear much else. It's like, oh, why the
They
fuck
tried
he
to
did
bite that
that?
lady out, man. I was like, damn, these man crazy.
But going back on what you just said real quick, y'all black men do need to be a little more stronger when it comes to y'all families, because one thing about it, since that narrative is created, like women gonna feel like how you said, your girl said, "Oh no, you ain't taking the kids," but y'all did.
I probably put on child support too. We need a win.
Y'all
we
need
get
to,
us a win.
but I'm pro that.
If it go that way, I need a win. You gotta hey, you gotta win. I be telling her, we argue about it a lot. I think she think I'm playing. I'm dead.
Dead ass. Like,
cause you gotta come with me.
Yeah, that's your. But that's also you. She ain't make it by herself. You know what I'm saying? But the way the world is set up for a woman to feel like, you know what I'm saying? No, these is my kids, and I get that, but. Shit, every woman ain't fit, you know what I'm saying? Every male ain't fit, so I feel like that's really what matters at the end of the day, you know?
I think that would make her mad. She like, so you gonna think I'm fit? I'm like, no, it ain't that. we just need a win. I feel like I can get that W for us. It ain't nothing to do with you. I love you, but this how they gotta go. I'm advocating for that.
Yeah, because if it don't, then yeah, you gonna be looked at as.
Well, that whole family talking bad about me. Told you not to date that nigga. Told you.
It's bad. Yeah.
Hey, shout out to my girl. I know she gonna see
Yeah,
this. Shout out to her. Hey, you know I love you. You know I love you. Shout out to her. So, how do you follow up? You just dropped the EP. How do you follow up with the EP?
I'm gonna drop a video during the summer. I ain't want to really do too much because I'm getting bigger, so I can't really do too much. But after that, I'm gonna drop a video, and then I'm already working on my next project. So yeah.
We like 50% done. Where we at with it?
I don't know, but I'm meditating on it. I'm thinking on it. I'm processing it.
You getting Crystal on now?
Who?
Crystal.
Oh yeah.
My boy Crystal in the building.
Yeah,
man.
shout out Crystal. I already told them we gotta work, so I'm definitely excited. Every beat I hear, like an artist hop on his track or whatever, I be like, yeah, that's slide.
My boy hard. So what we looking for? 2021 almost. We halfway done. 2022. What's next for? I like call you BIGG Mu. I don't know why.
I think that's a new thing now.
I like calling you BIGG Mu. What's next? What we looking for? What should we be looking for?
A lot of raw shit. A lot of raw shit.
I like
a lot of I wanna evolve into. I always evolve. Like when I first started rapping, I was just known for having green hair. I was legit just known for having green hair. Then I started rocking dreads, and people started kind of. I ain't gonna say knew me off that, but I was just more natural. Now I'm trying to evolve. Now I'm finna have a son. I want to be more like a boss. You know what I'm saying? When you step to me, you know what I'm saying? Step correct business. No, I'm not coming over for free unless I ask you. You know what I'm saying? Like it's things like that. Like, cause I'm trying to get to the next level. Cause I don't have time to play no more. You know?
Is it hard for you being a female artist? Is it hard to? Like, yeah, man, you gotta pay me to get here. Like, you ain't finna. I know people always want favors. Is it hard being a female artist for that to happen? Like, is it always like a disconnect?
I say it's not hard for me, but I had a situation, where a promoter tried me for coming out. But I feel like if I was a male, he wouldn't have tried it because you ain't just gonna try no male. Like you don't know what type of time they on. Yeah. But with a female, you just assume like, oh, she ain't gonna. But I ain't starting no beef. I ain't had nobody, pop out. I just charged to the game and was like, I'm never gonna work with this person no more, But most of the time, I conduct business just straightforward, What's up? I try to be more when it comes to males, cause I'm a female. It's males, like what I'm saying. It's a male-dominated industry, but I just try to hold it real professional, so nobody think I'm like even being gullible, haha, all that. I don't really do. Yeah. Unless I really rock with you, I just be chilling. So. Just so people know I mean business, you know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. I always end the show on 4 questions. What's the biggest challenge you done faced?
Being pregnant right now.
Being pregnant?
Yeah.
What's the challenge with it? Just the
process and growing, and I always been small, so it's just the process. Like I be looking in the mirror like, damn, oh my God, like okay, all right, but it's a challenge because it's bringing me to. I'm going to have to evolve into a more mature woman, you know what I'm saying? And just think about more than myself now, and that's a big thing. When you just live your whole life thinking about you know what I'm saying, you on the run. Yeah. Now I'm like, okay, I got to make sure my son's straight, But I believe I'm going to enjoy that because, You
got to work for 2 now. Think for 2, everything 2.
But I ain't doing it by myself, so...
I see cuz in the cut. I think that's who cuz is. I see cuz in the cut. Your support here.
Yeah.
What's the biggest lesson you done face? What learned, like throughout rap or just anything? Biggest lesson you done had to.
The biggest lesson I'll say is to get out my feelings when in the industry wise, like, cause you'll think people being a certain way or, oh, this person don't rock with me like that or. It's just different things, and that stuff like that can start beef with other females. And I just learned to get out my feelings. If I don't rock with you, I just don't rock with you. That's a big thing with me because that's just me as a person. Like, I just had to learn to not try to beef with nobody, not try to upload something on the gram and all this, like petty. That's something I can say I learned. in a positive, like,
Gotcha.
yeah,
Big, that's good. That's what's up.
yeah.
What's the best advice you didn't receive?
Best advice. And that's hard because I always receive like some good advice.
Okay, so I'm gonna change
Just
that. Oh, you got an answer?
no, go ahead.
I would say if not, or you can get a people a gym. Give somebody advice that's probably see a female rapper, she coming up or anything.
That's great. Like for a female rapper, my advice would be to always just stay strong throughout this whole thing that you're trying to do. Like it's gonna be times where you ain't gonna be the only popping individual. It's gonna be times where maybe people don't like your song. Like I don't know. Like it, regardless of whatever you're doing, you might not have the best performance. Cause I used to. My first few performances was very whack. Like I would just stand there and I ain't know how to, we all gonna have to grow, but you gotta understand, that's what come with anything you doing in life. You just gotta grow and evolve. So just keep pushing and if it's for you, it'll happen.
That's what's up. What's the last question? What's the worst advice somebody done gave you?
To keep my green hair, like why I gotta do that?
They probably liked it.
It's an image thing because then this is what I started thinking of as I started getting older was like, how can I keep that look? Like, why would I let a hair color define me as an artist though? When there's so many other female artists that wear green hair, blue hair, pink, like, why do I need to let that define me? That's all I could think of off the rip. Yeah.
That's good. That's good. Bad advice.
Yeah.
If you was changing, why would I keep my green hair? But Big Mu, Mulahni, I appreciate you coming to sit down and chop it up with me.
Yes, sir, Big Worm. I appreciate it.
Appreciate you.
Cityspeaks.
Cityspeaks podcast. Big Mu, we out.
Cityspeaks podcast.
We Pound Grader.